Hey guys! Okay, so I wanted to do a special reading because I have two new decks here and I'm really excited to use them. So I wanted to just use them in a special reading. The first one we have here is the Mystical Journey Oracles. And then this one is the Urban Crow Oracles. And there's also a deck that kind of goes with this that I don't have and I'm trying to get. But so I'm just going to start off pulling some oracle cards to kind of see what we're looking at here. This is going to be an open spirit message kind of reading, so whatever comes across. And then I'm going to also use the Rose Tarot that's here. Okay, so let's start with the Mystical Journey Oracles. These are so pretty. Love getting new oracle cards. It's like the greatest thing. No idea what this is. These do tend to be a little bit kind of all over the place as far as they could mean different things to everybody. So kind of just take that into consideration, okay? So let's start here. What's this message, Spirit? For the viewer, what message do they need here? So we have Divine Being, number 16. What message do they need to hear? Universal Mother, number 18. Wow. That's interesting. Ooh, the Path is at the bottom of the deck with manifestation. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of the Crow Oracles. I'll probably start talking though. I'm going to run off some numbers here to you. First off, I feel like you're the beginning of a new cycle in your life. You're standing at the beginning of this new cycle. I feel like there is some kind of more of a, you may have some, okay. Whew, I just got a rush of energy. This is the number 16, which is the Tower in Tarot with Divine Being. You may have been enlightened here. Something may have happened with you. You may be on a new level of awakening for yourself and what you want for yourself in your life. But this could also look in a spiritual sense, guys, because of Universal Mother that's being here. The Universal Mother, I mean, there's different ideas that kind of go into this. What I'm getting from this card, with this being the number 18, which is the Moon in Tarot, it's almost like, I think that you're having this like whole big realization of seeing things on a very much higher level than what you've probably ever experienced. And this is this kind of awakening that's happening here with inside of you, which is leaving you at a point to where you feel the beginning of a new cycle, a new venture, a new era in your life in general. And I think that you're trying to figure out how you want to actually nurture this new beginning. There may be a lot of different kind of illusions. So you may be asking yourself, is this real? Is this make-believe? Like, is this my head kind of coming up with all these different things? Or is this really something that's playing out for me? Is this real life? You know, like, okay, so what else do you have? This could have to do something with, I mean, obviously if you're sitting at a point to where you're starting a new venture for yourself, you're kind of looking at this in a way of, okay, this is going to be my new foundation. And I think that mentally, this could have to do with your belief system, how you're seeing the world in general, what you kind of believe in the world, just all these different things. There's just kind of, it's kind of like somebody has just threw a bombshell on you. And you're like, what? What? And you're looking at it and you're saying, again, is this real? Now, how do I stabilize this to where it kind of connects with who I am, what I believe? How do I move forward? That's what you're missing here. You're missing two things here that I'm seeing. Okay, one is you're missing how this is going to look for you and what it is that's your part of your destiny and how to perceive on this path. And the other thing is you're trying to figure out the positive outlook on it, how to kind of put that into perspective, the clarity of it for you. What does that mean? Okay, let's take a look here and see what comes out with these. Anything else? What else do you want to tell me? Okay, we have dominance, which is also the number 16. That's interesting. What else can you tell me here? We have wrath. Wrath, number 54. I say that kind of weird, don't I? Let's get one more. Dominance and wrath. You may be afraid of the reaction of others. And oh, guys, this could also look in the way of you being kind of stuck in your own head about the wrath of, I mean, I'm going to just throw this out there. If you're like thinking about religion kind of stuff and God and how all that kind of looks like for you, what that is for you, you may be afraid of wrath, of the wrath of even like putting your mind in that place or thinking about those things and how that will kind of come back to you, which is the moon energy, by the way. There's something here that has just went for you mentally. But if this is more down grounded here, it's not more of a spiritual thing, then this is just you looking at the wrath of others, other people around you, how the chaos of what would happen if you kind of went down this path and in the direction that you want to take or you're thinking about. Dominance, you know, I feel like you may feel like something has it's maybe this thought or idea is something that's been kind of dominating you, kind of taking over yourself. Tell me more here. What else do you need? Show me. Anything else? Okay. Well, we'll take those 2. 3. Just kidding. We'll take 3. We have isolation, luck, and insight. This is, guys, I just want to say, I know this is the new deck. I think these came out for a reason, but we have 26, 27, 28, and I have been shuffling this deck. I've had this deck for a few days now. I always kind of sit and shuffle my cards, so I don't feel like that's a coincidence. I feel like that has to represent, I think that kind of represents this path, you know, going down in this path and this journey. So we have 8, 9, and 10 here, you know. So it's almost like these numbers are so close together. 666 is here. You're trying to, I'm gonna put this out there one more time. Either you're sitting in a position to where you're making decisions for yourself that's going to dramatically change your path forward, and you're trying to kind of put that into a different perspective and get out of your head a little bit, being afraid of how others around you are going to kind of take this, maybe a little chaotic, trying to gain insight on what it is that you want to do here and what it is that you want for yourself. Maybe possibly hermit mode, kind of isolating yourself when you're kind of thinking about what your truth is here, and feeling like luck is on your side at the same time. You may feel like this gut feeling or this intuitive like kick where you feel like this is something that's kind of come to you, and this thought or idea, and it's hard not to see that or see away from that, because you feel like this could be like a sensation of feeling like you had something like drop down into your mental space, you know, from spirit, you know, having some kind of rapid download, and trying to kind of put those pieces together and work that out. This is such a spiritual reading. I keep trying to ground it, but it's hard because I feel it so much going towards more of the spiritual side here. But this is a thought process, 8, 9, 10. Where is it that you want to be at 10, you know? And there's this here is a worry for me. This here is a lot of reflecting energies, a lot of chaotic energies. Obviously, you have 16 Tower twice, you know. Be surprised if we don't see it in the deck. But it's all mental. It's in the middle space. and which point of view you want to look at. One of them is a very grounded point of view, and the other one's like out there. And it's almost like you're trying to, I keep getting this feeling of you not knowing what to think or what to do, but you're trying to stabilize it at the same time, this new thought. I mean, I still get this energy of this insight card being like you feel like this is something that's kind of put here for you to see. So if this is you trying to make a decision on your path, maybe you feel like you've gotten a lot of signs or synchronicities or downloads about which direction you should take, but it's still kind of, you're still in that kind of moon-like energy of being, it's still a little chaotic, you know, your mental process through it's still a little bit chaotic. But there's also a spot here where you don't want to feel isolated, you know, you don't want to feel isolated, and you do feel like luck is on your side. And that may be something that's hard for you to explain. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like, you know, guys, I'm a Harry Potter fan, like big time, such a nerd. Actually, no, I'm Harry Potter's awesome, but nothing wrong with nerds anyways, which I totally am, by the way. But anyway, you know, in Harry Potter, when he takes the, was it gillyweed? No, it's not gillyweed. I can't remember the name of the plant. He gets the good luck serum. That's what it is. He wins that from the book, and with the spells in it, and he takes it, and he immediately, it puts him on the right path, and he's just like, and they're like, no, you need to go do this, and he's like, no, I don't know what it is, I just feel like I just need to go do this, and it will work out, you know, and it does. This is kind of like that energy I'm feeling here, with this luck that's being here. Like, I don't know how to explain it, I just have this feeling like that I can't control, or this feeling that I can't even move past. It's like it's dominance, you know, it's over me in some kind of way, and I just feel like I have to go and do this, and I feel like it's gonna work itself out. I don't know how to explain it. You have just a different insight. This universal mother's like this mothering kind of protective kind of energy, and this is what I'm feeling here with this luck. Okay, so let's get some tarot. You're going to tell me what you think about these cards. So far, I like them a lot. Oop. I know I went super quiet on you guys. One more. Okay. What else, Spirit? This will probably come out in advice. Usually after I get tarot, it usually works out in that way. Oh, yes, exactly. This is that energy, the devil, the wrath, the energy of the devil. You know, what are these thoughts? These are devilish thoughts. It's kind of like oh, God's not going to be happy with me for thinking this way. It's the feeling that I keep feeling over and over. It's like you're fighting your own. Look at the stance. These people are in the same exact stance. This is the Knave of, well, this is the Page of Wands, kind of, in this deck. The Knaves are actually a little bit not as youthful as the Page, but it's almost like you're having to defend. You know how, like, when you feel in your gut like something's right, but there's people around you that feel like it's wrong, and you almost have to kind of defend that wrath of those other people, them telling you it's not the right thing, or it's devil, or it's toxic, or whatever it is. But you're like, I don't know what it is. I just feel like inside, like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is that battle. You feel this inspiration. This goes along with these two, towers that are here. This driven energy that the knave. So it's, what my point of that was to describe that. It's not a knight yet, but you're also not just a messenger. So it's like you've already received the download, the message, and you're in that energy of in between where you're wanting to take action, but you know it's going to be like fierce, right? It's going to be like a battle that you have to kind of fight against. But the inspiration is there. What else? Look at that, Knight of Cups in reverse. I mean, this is kind of like a thing of you with this insight and all this moon energy, not knowing if this is what you think it is. It's the same energy I've gotten over here with everything. Not knowing if this is exactly what you thought it was. Maybe this isn't what I think it is. Reanalyzing that, trying to gain insight there, trying to go back and look at it over and over and over. This could have been something that you've walked away from in the past because you couldn't get through that higher perspective. Tell me what else. Now we have the Five of Cups with isolation. You could have went through a period, these mean the same thing, guys. You could have went through, look at the rain in this card. Rain in here, and it's raining there. Rain might be significant for you for some reason. Purple rain. Wow, okay. I've been getting a lot of song downloads lately. It's been actually kind of cool, but purple rain just came to mind. So there you go. I'll put that somewhere on the screen. Don't know the lyrics, so. But look at this too, guys. I gotta show this to you. This is crazy. So Spirit's here blowing his cell ship away from something, right? Blowing it away. And again, with the crows, like that higher perspective of things, I still feel this driven or energy, like you feel it from Spirit kind of pushing you in a certain kind of direction, away from maybe something that's not good for you. Are you feeling that? This isolation, the Five of Cups is a card of isolation. It's being left out in the cold in a situation. So whatever this idea is that you have inspired to kind of do and not sure if it's real or not real, could be something that could isolate you in the end if you take that direction. You have a Knight in a Knave here, so what else? Look at that, and the Emperor as well. All headed in the same direction. What is over here? That's what I want to know. What is this? What is over here? Rising up. That's cool. Rising up. Number 11, being on the right path. You have 22 here. The number 11 is a really like a master number. It also talks a lot about society. It's the 11th house, so society here. So when we talk about that, we're talking about other people, how other people perceive you, what they think of you, how they feel, what is their outtake on things, what are their beliefs, what are their views, all this other stuff. It's like laying on you. And rising up is you kind of, I feel this draw, like you're being pulled out of this. I mean, it's like you're being pulled out of the matrix, you're being pulled out of everything else. And it's almost like Spirit is kind of pulling you up out of this. And that looks so much like the freaking tower, that tornado being, the middle of the storm is where the silence is. And I think that's kind of what you're experiencing right now, is this like break to kind of work through these illusions and kind of figure this out. But all of this is calling you to kind of rise up, for your own, take control here of yourself, feeling like, I don't know, I think that you feel like invincible for some reason, and that's why you feel luck is on your side. There's something about what it is that you're facing, even though it's scary and strong and chaotic, There's this energy of you stepping into the Emperor, which is the leader. You know, this is him getting ready for battle and knowing that he's got everything that he needs. He's got his army is significant, and he knows that he's going to win this fight. And it's like you feel luck is on your side. Like, you know you're going to win this. But you feel this need to rise up here. Can I have one more card for this? Rise up, please. Look at that, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So you're being in a place to where you feel like you have, I mean, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse is when you lose everything. You're at rock bottom. So you may kind of feel like you're in a place to where you don't have anything to lose. And so you're at this position here to where you want to rise up from that. And you're making this decision on what path it is that you want to take. Feeling very isolated, feeling very lost, and feeling like this is a direction that you just need to kind of move in. So let's get some clarifiers here. Why is the Knave of Batons or the Knave of Wands here, please? Judgment. Facing judgment, guys. Yep, facing judgment. Facing that awakening that we've been talking about. Facing the new beginning, the shakeup. Kind of, you have the phoenix that's rising from the ashes here. And this fits into this whole thing about, you know, being in a place to where you feel isolated, alone. Maybe even, you know, with this being the 5 of Cups. Oh, I don't know why I keep thinking that that's the 5 of Pentacles. But, oh, because isolation is here. That's why. So the 5 of Cups is where you kind of put yourself in that place so that you can kind of work through those feelings of depression or guilt or remorsefulness, which would come after, actually, feeling all this new insight and how other people are going to react to that. Not wanting to feel this way. You know, kind of going through that hermit mode or that isolation to make sure you're looking at the higher perspective here of what's going to happen, but still feeling like you want to take control because you have luck on your side. But definitely this judgment here, facing this call. We have Capricorn, Aries, and Scorpio energy here. This facing this call that you feel like you've been given, like we talked about up here. This download, you know, facing it. You're being called. Rising up, and then the judgment. I mean, come on. That's pretty cool. So why is the Devil here? Look at that. Another Knight. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is the one reason that you're kind of slowed this down and you've kind of been procrastinating, moving forward, is because of this Devil energy and this wrath. If I do something that's not right, or if I do something that my beliefs or my religion or other people tell me that is not okay, and if I put that out there, regardless of this download or this feeling that I feel driven to do, if it doesn't work out and I do get that wrath back, you know, that's what's keeping you kind of halted. That and this right here with this Knight of Cups in reverse. Knight of Cups in reverse, please. This is you fixing to try to move forward with something. Okay, so we have the 6 of Cups. So this is soulmate energy here. This could have to do with someone else because of this being the Knight of Cups, which is that romantic offer, and then the 6 of Cups, which is soulmate energy. Someone that you feel very connected with, someone that you feel like you have maybe even a past life connection with, if you believe in that, or it's just something. If you don't, maybe you are now, but maybe that's the download you got. But seeing this other person, if that's what this is, or just seeing this as something that you want to, yeah, I mean, lessons have been learned here. Maybe this is something that you've walked away from in the past. There's a nostalgic kind of energy that goes into this. You have the, 6 and the 5 of Cups side by side. So whatever this was in your past that brought you regret, remorse, all these feelings is something you want to rise up to. You want to be in control of. Gaining insights, but feeling lucky. But learning lessons from your past that maybe things aren't exactly what they always seem to be. And whatever sometimes you feel like something feels like it is pulling you towards a direction of having emotion for something. but then you turn in your back from that, or that not ended up being exactly what you thought it was. Maybe the past or connections in your past weren't exactly what you thought, or this connection that you feel, if this is someone else, isn't exactly what you thought it would be. Or maybe it's just, you know, romance in general isn't what you thought it would be. But all that energy kind of playing out with that. Let's go with the Five of Cups. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, wanting to break yourself free from having to feel isolated or closed off or alone or restricted or remorseful, or not wanting to have regrets. Wanting to break yourself free from that, let yourself go, be vulnerable even. Not being tied down by this Five of Cups. And this could have to do with the wrath of other people, you know, not being tied down by that and wanting to be able to be more free and open and not feeling like you have to isolate yourself. Tell me about the Emperor, please. Look at this. 5, 6, 4, 4, 5, 6. There's the Five of Pentacles. And I've been accidentally saying the Five of Pentacles a lot. We have the Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. That's you kind of juggling those different areas of your life or different perspectives, ideas, how you could ground things, what they would look like if you chose A or B. Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Eight of Swords in reverse, facing that fear of things not quite being in balance, or facing that fear of having that uphill battle kind of thing. This Five of Pentacles being on top of this Emperor here is saying, you know, the Emperor feels like, even if they don't feel like they have everything, just like we talked about here, even if they feel like they're not in a position to where they have anything they need, or they feel like they need help in some kind of way, they want to take control of that, and they feel like luck is on their side here. Like, you know, something's given to you for a reason, for a purpose, and that may be that whole new tower that's there. This is given to me for a reason. What am I going to do with it? I'm exhausted. So let's get some advice. I thought that would come out kind of advice, but what advice do you have for the viewer here, Spirit? What advice do you have? Putting in the work. Action that helps achieve goals. Building a path for success. We started with path here. What else? This is what you're planning on. This is what you want, right? Sacrifice. Oh my gosh, wow. Giving up something now for a future reward. Again, making sacrifices here, and it could be this wrath of others, you know, so that you can get these goals and get to where it is that you want to go. Reach these goals. Divine timing. Everything has a higher purpose. This is part of what you're trying to grasp mentally. This is part of what you're trying to kind of figure out and work yourself through, is this inner knowing that you know that everything, if everything has a higher purpose, if everything's aligned in a certain kind of way, why is this aligned for me now? And what direction do I take with this? But fighting with yourself and fighting with that judgment that's, you know, Spirit's here blowing the horn, calling you towards it. And you know it, you feel like you need to rise up over it. But there's this devil energy that's here, this wrath energy that's here, that's saying, no, no, no. And it makes you kind of look at things, doesn't it? And say, well, what is right and what is wrong? What is the devil? What's that more Luciferic impulse? And what is, you know, the Christ-like consciousness that's laying on you? It's very hard to kind of figure out which is which, I feel like. And knowing, especially if there's some kind of plane that's landing in your backyard. Where to land that plane, you know, where do you land this thing? But taking a certain sacrifice is playing a big, big role in how you kind of move things forward with this Nine of Pentacles. which is why the procrastination's here in the first place. You know, it's different for everybody. Everybody has a different way of looking what is right and what is wrong. And there's a reason for that. It's because we're all on our own paths. My path's going to be different from all you guys, you know. The journey that I'm on is going to be completely different from everybody. So what's right for y'all doesn't mean it's right for me. What's wrong for y'all doesn't mean it's wrong for me. Everybody is built in this world to live this life in a certain path. And you have to go down that direction with the, you know, intuitive hits, listening to your intuition, listening to your heart, your compass, all those things, so that you can figure out what is the right path for you and what is the wrong path for you. If you spend your life looking for that outside of yourself, which is something that you're worried about here with wrath, even with this belief that you have, which is, again, something outside of yourself in a way, because whatever you believe in is going to be true for you. There's so many outside world things that kind of play a role into that, and which choice we ultimately make. But this is a call here for you in this reading. It's calling you to listen to your own inner guidance and what your inner guidance is telling you to do. But it's a hard thing to do, especially when there's sacrifices that have to be made. But you can't deny divine timing. You can't deny there being a higher purpose. You know, there's certain things that happen to us in our life and we're like, well, that's weird, or like, that's a strange coincidence. No, it's not. It's actually, there's a purpose to everything, and there's a purpose to whatever's kind of sitting in your lap at this time. Okay, I'm done with my rant. Let's get some more advice. Decisions. Oh, Spirit's got jokes. The need to gain clarity through decision making. Exactly. How funny. And divine counterpart, guys, and twin flame. Well, that's in lovers. No freaking way. I mean, come on. Really? Guys, this right here, insights gained through this. This could be a divine counterpart. This could be a twin flame. We got a lovers here as well. I mean, that never has happened to me, ever. That's crazy. There's your sacrifice. I mean, if that's what it is for you, if this is a divine counterpart, that's, you know, divine counterpart sent to you from the angels. Why is this divine counterpart in your life? Well, this is part of divine timing. You need to make a choice here. You're gonna have to make some sacrifices if you want to put work into this. But this would explain that feeling of having that luck kind of on your side. Seeing somebody that has the same kind of vision and goals as you do, shared vision and values, you know, and it's, you know, having that passionate connection there with someone. If this is like a twin flame type deal, okay, I don't want to get too far into that. I mean, we could go off on a whole tangent about that, but it's a spiritual type connection. It's a connection that calls for change. It's a connection, it's like a catalyst in your life to make you look at things completely beyond different from anything you've ever experienced. So this may be someone that's in your life, or maybe someone that you feel like is coming towards you. I do feel like this person's already there, because you're in this judgment. You're being called. You're being awakened. This is awakening. I know I've said that probably 600 times in this reading, but I mean, that is very clear. That's wild, guys. I mean, that's wild. Anybody that reads tarot will tell you that right there is crazy. Lovers to twin flame to divine part counterpart. There's someone here that's in your life that soulmate energy here, guys. You may be kind of trying to figure out what it is, and it may not be exactly what you expect. Or you may be kind of figuring out, if you've already been on this journey, that this wasn't exactly what you expected it was. Definitely making decisions here. Okay, let's get some more advice. What are we going to use? Let's do some of these, actually. Of course, I'm going to get a postcard from Spirit with this one. I'm not going to get very many of these. I'm going to get some other ones that I feel like are more important here for this reading. Number 19, which is one of the ones you're missing here, the sun. Clarity. Eliminate distractions. Stop shining light on things that you are not. How can you reclaim your power, which is what you're trying to do ultimately here. So stop telling yourself you're something you're not. If you're telling yourself, oh, these thoughts are negative, these thoughts are bad, these are devilish, this is Luciferic kind of impulses that I'm feeling here. There's a call here for you to stop telling yourself all these things, that these are just distracting you from off your path. Stop shining light on things that you are not. Quit telling yourself things that you aren't. I mean, Spirit's got a lot to say about it, apparently. Let's get some more here. Can I just have one? Take that one. Number 27. The universe rewards motion. What guided action can you take today? 27. So if you're in isolation and you've been kind of contemplating whatever this is, wanting to break yourself free from that and not wanting to feel that guilt or whatever it is laying on you, you know, again, number 27 here, the universe rewards motion. And I think that you kind of know that, and you do feel that luck on your side anyways. So what action are you guided to take here? Take responsibility for your life as a creative adventure. How can you live with more meaning, integrity, and truth? Number 33, you know, how can you grow your own life? How can you put in that work in your path? What tools can you use that are in front of you? And this is like a whole idea of, even if that's this person here that can help you, whatever that is, you know, they're in your life for a reason here. And having that knowing and getting yourself away from this procrastination energy because of the devil and wrath. But how can you kind of be a co-creator in your own life experience and not just be someone sitting back saying, well, this happens to me, this happens to me, this happens to me, but starting to kind of make sacrifices, putting in work and making your own decisions for yourself, moving things forward for yourself, taking the reins for yourself and being in this Emperor energy, especially if you feel like the Five of Pentacles, like you're down on your luck in some kind of way. Kind of getting out of that thought process of thinking that and thinking that and thinking that, and actually kind of just doing something about it. Anything, you know, the universe rewards motion. Okay, I'm going to get some of these, which I accidentally got something else with it. No. Okay. Oh, good grief. It's taking me forever. There's the sun we've been looking for. That's nice. After the rain. How cool is that? There's just half the deck. The silver lining, relief, hope, mercy. It's over and acceptance. And that just fell in my lap. Let's see. It fell in my lap with Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine, honor, protection, and support. You may be being called here sacred masculine in this divine counterpart and twin flame with the Emperor here, guys. I should just put that on the board. Whew, just put that together. Rising up, the Emperor. If you're divine masculine energy, honor, protection, and support is part of the journey. But after the rain, I mean, you're being called here, guys. You're being called. Okay, guys, girls, whoever you are, whatever you are, whatever you want. Divine masculine energy gender's not specific when it comes to that. Okay, so it's just, we all embody different things at different times in our life, whatever energy we need at that time. If you're needing to take more of a leadership role, that's going to be more of a masculine energy. If you're needing to take more of a feminine route to sympathize or have compassion towards something or someone or whatever, that's going to be a more feminine energy. It just depends on which one you're in. And right now, the divine masculine is here, kind of wanting you to step up, rise up, and protect something. The bud. Potential, promise, it's about to happen, and keep going. Whatever it is that you've been kind of waiting for, this bud here, you know, right before the rose blossoms and blooms. This is like that decision that you make before that kind of takes off. But it's telling you to keep going. It's about to happen. You have a promise on you, and you may feel like that with this awakening kind of energy and being called to rise up. You may feel like the number 11 is also justice in tarot. So you have justice and judgment. You're being called to rise up and to make a decision here moving forward. The breathing rose, heart healing, emotions, connection, and time eases. So there's a lot of healing energy that kind of goes into this. This is more of an after the fact, because it's the breathing rose. So you go from the bud to the rose being birthed, come out. And heart healing, emotions, connection, and time eases everything. Knowing that moving forward, whatever sacrifices are here for a future reward is part of it. Plant yourself here. Integration, embodiment, and grounded action. Again, Spirit is on your rear. A rose without thorns. You have the right to your joy. Yes, peace, sweetness of life. And we talked about this. You have the right to feel your own joy and not letting other people outside of it kind of deflect it in some sort of way, towards what they think, feel, or want for you. Here's what you should be doing. I can't stand to hear people say that. What you should do, I can't say I can't stand. It's not saying not everybody's opinion is going to help you, because I do believe that there are soulmates that come into our life to help us on our journey in certain spots, and that could be for 5 minutes or a lifetime. But a lot of people have certain opinions, and there's some people in your life that are going to want you to do what they want you to do, and I'm feeling that. Well, that flew out fast. But yeah, they're telling you to plant yourself, ground yourself in whatever action it is that you want to take here moving forward. Integrate, embody this tower kind of energy that you're feeling. We're sending you waves of love and joy as we watch you reap the rewards of your tenacity and faith. We know how long it has taken you to reach some of your goals and that you've had disappointments along the way. Right now, we suggest that you take a deep breath and fill yourself up with gratitude and tune into the vibrations of well-being. Temporary conditions may be trying to hypnotize you into seeing something else as your reality. But we know that happy rewards are on their way to you now. Change is the only constant, so be open to it. You will achieve your dreams and more, we promise. But more important, your happy rewards will be gathered up in the small moments, the gentle breezes, the soft kisses, and the quiet compliments. Your happiest moments will be on the journey itself, not in arriving to any destination. You are surrounded by so much love and care. Can you feel it? Yeah, they're asking, can you feel it? Because they've been they've been waking you up to this, I think, for a while. I think this is kind of something that just kind of went, like I said. They're asking, can you feel it? Okay. If this is like this twin flame thing, if you're on this journey and you're waking up to this, I want to put my own kind of side note into that. This isn't easy. This is something that completely pulls your insides outside of yourself, and it's completely shakedown. It is definitely the tower to beyond anything in tarot. It's definitely the tower. It's going to completely destroy everything that you thought was, and rebuild yourself back up, and you may not even recognize yourself anymore afterwards. It's not, it's my opinion, and I know I'm putting myself out there, but it's not what people feel like, or some people say it is. It's just not. It's not. And if you know it for real, you know that it is not. It's not a fairy tale. Strength and courage. Go deeper. Include. Look at that. Wake up. Allow. Yeah, wow. Wow. Wake up and allow. Wake up and allow these thoughts to come in here and now. Gentle, quieted heart. Have compassion for yourself during this process. Heart healing, emotions, connection. And everything will ease in time, you know. Strength and courage is something that there's a call here for you to have this strength and this courage here, and to go deeper, to kind of include everything that you've been feeling. Dare yourself to put yourself in a position to where you put yourself in judgment, you know, which you should, to help you kind of wake up, to allow you to be in the here and now, and how you can kind of take the reins of your own path, what direction you want it to go in. FOL, follow, already came to mind. We also have RAT, rat. You may feel like a rat. You know, that's you again. Whatever it is that you're eliminating distractions. Stop shining a light on the things that you're not, if this is the way that you kind of feel. Number 7, which is that divine number, guys. It's also about reflection and being in alignment. And I think they're kind of wanting you to do this in a direction at this time now. You feel this alignment, like you are in alignment to this. That's why you feel like luck is on your side. We also have the number 2, which is about those decisions that we see here, balancing two things here with the 2 of Pentacles. We have RN. We have SILVDA, I, another A, X, I, another I, and an E. So there's sin. I mean, again, I'm going to repeat this message here about you feeling like you're sinning, having these kind of thoughts or whatever that is. Not giving yourself an opportunity to explore your own mind and your beliefs and what you want and in your life, and eliminating yourself from the outside world, so you can kind of pick up on that. That's here. Brat. You may feel like a brat, or like you've been a brat. Again, those negative things that you're kind of telling yourself, steer away from that. Anything else? Okay. All these eyes that we have in the bowl, you know, focusing on yourself, I think should be your first priority here. We also have love in the bowl, of course. Having love for yourself. Sorry, I'm just looking to see if I'm missing anything here. I know I'm missing a ton of stuff, but nothing's kind of stepping out to me, so. But there's different words that are coming to my mind, like blame is one of them. I don't know if you're blaming someone else, or if you feel like you're going to get the blame for something. There's a lot of negativity that's coming in all of a sudden. I'm going to pull a card for that, okay? Before we close real quick. Can I have a card for this, please? Can I have a card for this? What I'm feeling here, Spirit. Use my dice for that. I got all kinds of advice to share with you, I'm telling you. When there's like a whole bunch of cards that are dumped out at one time like that, it just means there's a very chaotic energy. So you may have a chaotic mind. Look at that. Direction and sanctuary. Absolutely. Okay. Lord, please show me the right action right now. Please bring a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. May I hear the promptings of my own body, and if for some reason I'm headed in the wrong direction, please stop me. This is a prayer or something that, you know, whoever it is that you believe in, this is something that you can kind of speak out into spirit, you know, into the universe, and just say, hey, if I have these feelings, I'm going to go with it. If I feel like I'm headed in the wrong direction, can you just stop me? Can you just send me a sign that will kind of show me that's not the way that I will be able to see and get? And then sanctuary. A sanctuary resides inside you no matter what is happening. This inner temple beckons you to enter and take a deep breath. Enter and sit down on the throne of your own heart. Again, your heart is your compass. Your heart is the first thing that kind of gives you that direction of how something feels for you. If something feels right, if something feels wrong. You know, even pain that we experience is showing us which direction we should be taking or headed in. You may also, for some of you, have this pain that you've been experiencing on your heart, and it's almost a call that you need to do some heart healing. You know, that there's still some things there that you need to kind of bring out into the surface that can help you be more settled into your masculine energy. What do you mean by that? Well, it's like I feel like the emperor is can take on the emperor because he has like his emotional state kind of in control in some kind of way. And you can't know enough about yourself or be an emperor unless you kind of go through those pains of what you've experienced and kind of settle those in and balance all that out. That's how you become an emperor. You know yourself. You know who you are and why you are who you are and everything else that kind of plays into that. And if you're being called to kind of move in that direction and look at that, that's a way for you to kind of open up and listen to your own heart and what it's kind of beckoning you to kind of do. Even if it's painful, it will put you in this place of this emperor energy. Okay, so I am exhausted. I'm gonna go take a nap. I hope this reaches whoever it needs to. I hope this makes sense to you guys. I don't know if I said there's an N here as well. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Because we spelled sin. Yep, okay. So good luck to you guys. Moving forward, I hope this helps you guys. And if you want a personal reading from me, I'm open for that right now. I'm about a week out with that. So information for that's in the description box. Hope you enjoyed this. And let me know what you think about the new cards. And yeah, thanks for your love and your support and your kindness always. And I hope to see you guys soon.